Good morning, everybody. I'm Sharon Wilcox, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is September the 1st, 2022, and I'm live in Chesapeake, Virginia. Sorry for the little delay this morning. I was having a technical issue. I do not understand all of this stuff, even my equipment. I had to move everything out of here and away from the windows because we had replacement windows put in. And when I set things back up, I thought everything was good to go, but then when my camera was acting stupid, my camera apparatus that holds it and everything could not get anything set properly, so it took me all morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm so happy you're joining me this morning. I have a bit of a froggy throat this morning, so sorry about that. And just a couple things I want to share with you. Stampin' Up! is offering from now to September 30th different, I gotta put my glasses on, different dies to go with some of the sets. So you can go on and you'll see I moved my store directions to get there. Stamp with Sharon or SharonWilcox.stampinup.net. You see it right down here. Go there and you can see the whole list, and you can either buy just dies. For instance, the Apple Harvest has now a die set to go with it. So if you haven't purchased Apple Harvest and you want it as a bundle for the set and the die, you'll get that 10% discount. So make sure you go to my online store with these directions to get you there. That's the address. And you can see there's 6 different ones. There's fresh cut flowers. That is in the idea book and catalog, as well as this birthday piggy, the trimming the tree, and waterfall canyon. Those are all in the idea book and catalog. And then Yeti to Party and the Apple Harvest are in the mini catalog. So check those out because they are very limited time. They expire the end of September, but keep in mind, it's only while supplies last. So I guarantee you a couple of these are going to go right away. So if you're really interested, I'd get my order in the next day or two. And then you can stop all that fussy cutting on some of your favorite dies, favorite stamp sets, and get the dies. So there you go. I love when they do specials like that. And they're going to start doing a special once a week, which I absolutely love. And again, don't forget, check out my store here at SharonWilcox.stampinup.net, and that'll keep you up to date on everything that is happening, okay? So once a week, they're going to have different things. I see my daughter just joined me this morning. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, everybody. It's so happy to see you. Make sure you send me up some love with that big heart or some likes, and leave me a comment when you sign on. I promise not to bug you or embarrass you too much. So let's go down to my desktop this morning, and you'll notice I have these beautiful fall things, and I want to share this with you because I love, love, love this set, and the set is called Fond of Autumn. Okay, I'm going to move this up here because it's really bothering me. There you go. This is such a beautiful set. It truly is. As you can see, some of the things I've colored some of the flowers in the more orangey and some in this soft peachy with a tint of orange. I've got some red here, just gorgeous. And yeah, this is all cut apart. This was one of them, and I want to share that with you because there's so many more things that you can do with it. there's some great words in here too. So the die that coordinates with it is this right here. And this was out because I was going to make yet another card and I was having technical issues, so I didn't get it completely finished, and I don't like the banner that I did, so I'll have to do a new banner. But this is really a fun, and it's called Autumn Bouquet. So these are the dies that coordinate with it, okay? And other things that work well with this, of course, is our Timber 3D embossing folder. These are the nice thick ones. And then also Leaf Fall, and it's a 3D. Can you see those beautiful leaves? I love how they've created that. So it takes all the work out for you. You just put your cardstock in there and emboss away, and it's going to show you falling leaves, which I love. So I don't have any special, no special fold today. I apologize for that, but I just did not have time. We're trying to get my room put back together and all of that this week, but I have some lovely samples I want to share with you. Many of these ideas were created from ideas I found online. A couple are my original, but I do use other people's ideas and change them up a little bit. I think this is just gorgeous, and this shows you the simplicity of this stamp set. You just stamp the whole image on a piece of cardstock. There's no cutting or anything. And then this little flower is another individual in here, right here. And so that one I cut out by itself. On this one, I made my flowers using Positively Pink, the light and the dark. And I always color, I shouldn't say always, but in this case, I've colored with our Stampin' blends because I just love them. And on this, I use light and dark flamingo pink. A little bit different for me, but I thought it was just beautiful. Also, I use the mint macaroon, which is a little different. I also used old olive over here, so you can see there's a lot of different green shades in here. And then I also used the Granny Apple. So this is Granny Apple, this is our mint, and this is our old olive. So you can combine your greens and it's just gorgeous. But how long has it been since you've done any tearing of your cardstock? It's been a long time since I had done that. And so I thought it was just so pretty when I saw a sample online done like that. And I thought, well, I'll just tear it this time because I had not done that. And for those of you that don't know anything about tearing cardstock, it's just what it sounds like. You literally take your cardstock and you tear. And that is the technique. Now, can you see the raw edge here? This is the edge I like to have up. So if you don't want to see that, you can flip it over and you get this. But I think this just adds a little more interest. That's all that is. You just tear it. Don't need anything to cut. So just having this set without the dies, you can create this lovely card. So don't feel intimidated if you can't afford or don't want to purchase dies. But dies do enhance your cards and give you a lot more flexibility. So just so you know. Now down here, I only have this little sprig right here. You see it right there? So all I did was, I mean, seriously, let me show you this, because sometimes people get a little bit overwhelmed about what to do. I only wanted this part, so instead of using a big block, I literally used this block. That's all I did. And ink up this portion and then poof, stamp it just like that. Very simple. And then without complicating everything of having to mask off or or ink up with your markers and so on. That just is a simple way to do that. And then, of course, coordinating envelope, which I just love. So there you go. I hope you like that one. It's pretty simple, but I just love it. The next card I did, again, using that beautiful die to cut this out. You may notice that my berries, I've got red berries on there, but I used a little bit of Wink of Stella. Love Wink of Stella, and that gives you that shimmery on there. It's kind of hard. There we go. I think you can kind of see it right there. There it is. Yeah, it's really pretty in person. You also notice that I use those leaf falling die or embossing folder, and I did it on vellum. That gives you an entirely different look. Stamped reverse, and these fit perfectly in here. There's no bending, shaping, or anything. They just fit nice and perfect. And then using some of our twine here. I just love the looks of this, and coloring fall leaves and stuff just really make me happy. I'm so ready to start decorating for fall, and I just might do that this weekend. I did pull out the Happy Thanksgiving that goes with the painted pheasant. I love the Happy Thanksgiving, so I used it on there. And of course, I created an envelope to match. Okay. And then, of course, you know, this one is just a little using your dies, but if you really didn't want them, you could hand cut that out. It's not that hard, because when I cut pieces apart, I hand cut them. This idea came straight from, I didn't really change it, just the words and different sequins here, different jewels. But this idea came from Patty Bennett. Of course, I colored mine differently, but she did the fall leaves falling and the designer series paper. Just love that designer series paper. And that one is, let me look really quickly, Gingham Cottage is what that's from. Okay. I did use my favorite dies to cut the stylish shapes. I used the circle from there. But isn't it just gorgeous, and all those beautiful fall colors? And all you do is you literally just cut these pieces apart. It's very easy to do. At first I felt a little intimidated, and then I stuck these in. You'll see over here, I don't have any more of the leaves with the acorns separately because I've used them, but you see, then I just stuck those right up in there. Really, oh, that's really pretty with it too. Could always add more. So, and then created an envelope to match, and on the inside I used the same leaves. And that leaf is in this set. Love it. Okay. And then the last card I created used this wonderful die here, and that die can be a little confusing. At least it has always been to me as to how to use that. And it's this piece here. And as you can see, it's on a piece of cardstock. I did put some vellum, and here is the 3D timber on the background. And this is the piece with the leaves and the pine cones there. Not pine cones, acorns. And the other pieces that go with this are probably still out here. Yeah, here they are. So you end up with a few extra pieces to create other beautiful cards with. So don't ever feel like you're wasting it, because we'll use these later for another card. Put a beautiful thank you, and then using the acorn and two of the leaves for the inside. And I think I put a little flower on the outside. So this die is not meant to cut out the images like this die. This one cuts out, you know, the exterior. This one just gives you a beautiful design. And I just think it's great. I love how Stampin' Up! Has done that. So I was going to create a card for you, and I can start it, but I can't finish it because the banner is ugly. So this is what that looks like. I just used that die in the center, the big one, cut that out, and it's pretty on its own. And I'm going to use, I've moved things around here so I don't even see my glue. There it is. And glue this down. And I literally just did this seconds before coming on because I thought I was going to have enough time. And I would have had it not been for the ugly banner. I'll get your opinion of the banner, what you think of that. This one I did cut 1/4 inch, so we've got a little frame around there. All right. Wiggle that up. I was a little off there. I'm still a little bit off, but it's going to stay this time. I'll get that all straightened up. And then what my intentions were to use these dimensionals, and really quickly, I'll get that. I'm way ahead of the game this morning as far as time goes. So put a few of those on the back. I'm pretty generous with my dimensionals because I think when you have something this big, you need a few extras. They're not terribly expensive, but they're always fun to use. And then decide where you would like this. I want some of that showing. Oh, that's pretty. Pop that up. And then this is the banner. Now, I don't like that dark on the yellow, but it is what it is. I guess it's okay. What do you guys think about that? I feel like I should change that color, but now that I'm looking at it, it's okay. It's not bad. But that's the card I was going to whip together this morning for you. But I just wanted you to see how fast and easy, because you can stamp several banners and some words. I stamped like 6 of these and just set and colored them. And honestly, it's very therapeutic to color these beautiful fall colors. But anyways, a fast, easy card once you get everything colored. And of course, cutting things out are super, super simple. But I hope you like this. I mean, if you wanted, you can always take from pieces that you've cut out before. You can add more. There's nothing that says that you can't add more flowers. You can always pop a flower down here or even over here. Whatever your little heart's desire, okay? It's your artwork. You can do whatever makes you happy. Let's hop up here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these samples today. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year, and I absolutely loved coloring these. And as you saw on my desktop, I now have quite a few more pieces that I can create more cards with little to no effort, just by deciding on the design, throwing in some designer series paper or not, maybe even just using this beautiful background. This thing is so pretty. And when you put a piece of colored cardstock behind it, it's gorgeous. You can reverse this too and have this piece yellow and then your cardstock white, and that'll be really pretty too. So the sky's the limit when it comes to these kind of things. It's what's ever pleasing to your eye. So I hope that everybody has a wonderful, wonderful week. We've got a busy weekend coming up as usual. And I will see everybody next Thursday, which will be, well, if today is the 1st, it'll be the 8th, right? I think. So, anyways, I'll see you next Thursday at 10 a.m. Have a wonderful, safe weekend. Bye-bye.